Stop. Stop. I did not sit behind you. No.
I'm not showing your video.
I know.
Good morning. All right, hold on, just getting our live stream started up here.
So we think we had the wrong link.
Oh, you're okay.
Yeah.
Totally fine. We're all good. All right. So just let me bring this up a little bit here. All right. Okay, awesome. Welcome, Devin. Okay, so looking forward to hearing your playing this morning. So you've done this before. Just make sure your original sound is on, and then just let us know the name of your piece and the composer.
Okay.
And whenever you're ready, then you can go ahead and start. Okay.
Okay. So the name is Dear Dolores, and it's by Wayne Charpenter.
Oh yeah, I don't know what illumine or illuminine. I don't know. I don't know what that means. All right, nice job, Devin.
Thank you.
Okay, really well done. Nice. So just thinking this over, what was one challenging part of when you were working on this piece, when you were learning this piece?
A challenging part. Well, I think the hardest part was like the measures 27 through 34.
Is that when?
Yeah, it's like when the middle.
Yeah, when both hands have the triplets. Oh yeah. And that was, yeah, I could tell you'd worked really hard on that part. So that was very well done. I mean, what was something you thought went well in your performance? So I thought, I mean, that was you did a really great job. So what was something you felt like went really well? That you
I think I actually did the 27 through 34 pretty hard, pretty well. But like while I was working on it, it was really hard. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. I thought that sounded great too. I could tell you'd put a lot of work into making that nice and smooth. Yeah, really good. So just two kind of technique things, or well, I guess one technique thing, and then we'll work on one more aspect of this. So can we back up? Let me back up to measure, what is this? Measure 19, where the right hand triplets start. Can you play that part for me? Maybe like the 4 measures starting at measure 19?
Okay.
Yeah, good. Right. So what is, and I'm going to ask, so like, what is the melody that you're following there? Or which, let's say, so which hand has the melody?
Oh, of right hand.
Yeah. Okay. And so one thing I like to look at is what are the kind of the notes that are changing, like what notes change throughout the measure instead of repeating that pattern. So if you notice, we've got bum, we stay on the C sharp bum, and then we got a D that changes the pattern, and then bum, bum,
Yeah.
bum, right? So can you play me just your right hand and see if you can bring out those notes a little bit?
Can I do pedals still?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, wait.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good.
Like, yeah.
No, good. And that, yeah, that was terrific. So one last, or one thing that stuck out now, you did a great job building up to this top note. Where does this G sharp go though?
To
Where does it go next?
to go, wait. To C sharp.
Yeah, so we kind of lost the C sharp a little bit. So make sure you don't lose. So,
So like,
right, so try one. Yeah, so do you see how you kind of, right,
yeah.
make sure you make sure you feel like you're landing on that C sharp instead of bump, bump.
Okay.
Right, try one more time. Yeah, good. All right, so that's a little better. So, as you can see, this is tricky now when you think about when you kind of think about sorting through all these notes to kind of like ping out the melody notes every now and then. That gets a little tricky. So let's think about one way we can practice this. Okay, so it seems really busy. Did you learn this section? How did you learn this section when you were first like reading through the piece?
I think I just did like hands separate, hands together.
Mm-hmm. So, and you just read note by note in the right hand when you did right hand alone?
We just like, so we actually did like the chords of like the
Yeah.
three
Okay.
notes, and then we broke them.
So what I would try, let's go back really quickly to playing them as chords. And don't play every single count in the measure. Only play the chord when you have these melody notes that change. So try playing it like
Okay.
try it like that. And it's okay if you can't reach that.
I can't read.
Yeah. Just play the single G sharp.
Okay, so it's like.
Yeah. So what I want you to feel is the shape, right? The shape of your whole hand with your fingers. Okay. So, like, ideally, we would practice that a couple more times. So, what I want you to think about to go back to the triplets, instead of thinking of moving each finger a lot, think about setting your hand like you're going to play the chord and then rolling through and only, so you only have to move your fingers a tiny bit.
So it's,
So we want kind of this kind of emotion. Try that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So do you see how that to me sounds a little different? That has a different quality.
yeah.
right? So that's a way to, I mean, honestly, right? That way you can kind of keep that thinking as chords. And it also, I think, the more you think about moving each individual finger, the more they start to lift off the keys. And so the louder it's going to get. So the one to watch out for is your thumb here. So the closer you can keep your thumb to the key instead of ba-na-bum, ba-na-bum, right?
Yeah.
Keep it close in, right? So try that one more time. That was sounding really good. Yeah, and then also that rotation, right? Lean into that the fifth finger note every time you want to voice something, right? So do you hear the difference with that too?
Yeah, it's not like
Yeah.
yeah, it's like smoother. Like
Yeah, exactly, right. So that and you can so this is something that you can adjust based on the piece and how you want it to sound. I think, right? So when you move your fingers more, it sounds busier, right? You hear each note
yeah,
a little bit more. I
yeah,
think for this piece, right, especially if you want to bring out the melody a little more, I think this piece would be more suitable, like you said, to maybe smooth out that sound a little bit so that we're not thinking, but and that sounded much better. And the main thing is I feel like you sounded like you had more control over the notes and it was a little easier for you to play too.
yeah,
So did you feel that difference?
yes,
All right, awesome. And I think so that's that goes for not just this piece, but there, a lot of piano pieces will involve that in your right hand or your left hand.
yeah,
So never, yeah. So don't be afraid to go back to doing like block chord practice, even when you're doing, especially when you're doing some polishing work, like what we're doing, right, where you're voicing, you're bringing out the melody notes in particular above all the other stuff that's going on. But yeah, so really, really great job on this piece. Remember that technique. So remember the feeling of doing that as you go on to other pieces, okay? But
okay.
really nice work. I'll see you later. Great job this morning. Thanks. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.